Hello again, Mal Plussers. I hope you've had a productive Wednesday morning so far, and let me welcome you all to this afternoon's quiz. With only 3 games remaining, there aren't many opportunities left to win some cash, so I hope you're feeling sharp, ready, and prepared for today's Mal Plus Trivia Live. I'm your host, Melissa Hartzel, and I'll be helping you navigate your way towards that enticing prize. And what's on offer? Well, if you do get all 10 questions correct, as you may know by now, you'll end up winning yourself a share of that £1,000 prize. But first, let's make sure we're all familiar with the rules. I'll be asking you 10 multiple choice general knowledge questions, and in terms of topics, we'll be casting the net wide to really put those brains of yours to the test. As soon as the questions are asked and the countdown clock starts ticking, that 10 seconds runs out quickly, so choose your answers fast, because all 10 questions answered correctly means a portion of that £1,000 will be yours. Of course, the fewer winners we have, the bigger the share of the prize. So let's hope it's your day today. If you go blank on a question and you do happen to get it wrong, you'll just have to tune in tomorrow and give it another shot. But remember, this is our final week, so Thursday and Friday will be your only other chances to play. So let's cherish it. Okay then, I think it's time to start answering some questions. Starting with question 1. What's the most common name for a pub in the UK? Green Horse, Red Lion, White Dog. There are around 560 pubs under this name in the United Kingdom, and with them recently reopening, you might find yourself in one soon enough. It's the Red Lion, and there is an explanation for why there are so many. It dates back to King James I of Scotland, who came to the throne in 1603. He ordered that the Red Lion symbol of Scotland be displayed on all buildings of importance, and pubs were deemed important back then too. It's question 2. A cardiologist specialises in the study and treatment of diseases of which organ of the body? Heart, brain, liver. There's an ologist for many different forms of study, from pomologists who specialise in fruit to vexillologists who have an unwavering fascination with flags. You may recognise the prefix cardio as a form of exercise that a cardiologist might recommend to you as a way of improving your general health. It's someone who specialises in the heart. And apparently laughter really is the best medicine, because studies have shown that your blood vessels relax more when you're laughing, which sends 20% more blood through your body. 2 questions down, and 99% of you well on your way to claiming the title of Wednesday's winner. With the warm-up out of the way, let's move up a level with question 3. What is the most common blood type? O positive, A positive, B positive. The blood type AB negative is the rarest, making up only 1% of the population in the United Kingdom. But even rarer than that is a blood type referred to as the golden blood type, and only 50 people are on record as possessing it, and all are perfectly healthy. The most common blood type is O positive. One of the rarest and most useful, however, is O negative. It's a very sought-after blood group for donations, known as the universal blood type in emergency transfusions. It has the lowest risk of causing serious reactions for the majority of people that receive it. So if you have got it, get donating. On to question 4. Who was on the back of a £10 note directly before Charles Dickens? Emmeline Pankhurst, Florence Nightingale, Rosalind Franklin. It is the governing body known as the Banknote Character Advisory Committee who meet to discuss who should appear on a banknote. Their criteria is that the candidate must have shaped British society through innovation and leadership, and they attempt to include people from different backgrounds, classes, and fields of study. It was the founder of modern nursing and activist Florence Nightingale who featured on the £10 note before Charles Dickens. On the earliest banknote, the £1 note, it was Sir Isaac Newton holding a book with a telescope, a prism, and a map of the solar system. But as he held the position of Master of the Royal Mint, perhaps the decision to use his portrait was particularly biased. We're speeding through these. On to question 5. What does a butterfly use to taste? Its abdomen, its feet, its antennae. Butterflies are extremely efficient insects in that they don't excrete waste at all. Adult butterflies use everything they eat as energy, and they need it. Some species have a wingspan of over 12 inches. It must take a lot of energy to flap wings that big, and strangely, they taste with their feet. If you've ever wondered why we only tend to see these insects in the summer, well, butterflies are unable to fly when it's cold. Since they're cold-blooded insects, they can't regulate their own body temperatures. And as a result, the surrounding air temperature has a big impact on their ability to function. Their migration isn't actually for mating reasons at all. It's to avoid the cold weather. And we're halfway through now, quizzers, with 81% of you still playing for a share of that £1,000 prize. Well done to Nat, Ched, Gillian, Dorothy, Papa John and Joshua 1. You're still with us. And knowing your insect anatomy back to front has really come in handy. If you can finish the quiz as you've started, a share of the pot will be yours. So let's wait and see. It's question 6. How many jumps are there in the Grand National? 25, 30 or 35? The Grand National is a huge event with around 600 million viewers worldwide. It is shown in 140 countries, and the first ever winner of the race was a horse called Lottery with a time of 14 minutes and 53 seconds. That time has now been knocked down to a staggering 8 minutes and 48 seconds by Mr. Frisk in 1990. It has 30 jumps, and the most feared jump on the course is one called the Chair, which stands at 5 feet 3 inches and has a 6-foot wide ditch on the takeoff side. It gets a name because the fence sits alongside the chair of one of the course judges. Moving on to question 7. In Greek mythology, which of these was not a child of Zeus and Hera? Hebe, Ares, Athena. The son of 2 titans, it's uncertain how many children Zeus had, but it's around 54, although some estimate it could be over 100. The most well-known being the demigods Hercules and Perseus. Athena was not a child of Zeus and Hera. Athena, the goddess of war and wisdom, was the offspring of Zeus alone, sprouting fully armed from his forehead. Only 3 questions to go. Here's question 8. Which of these countries is not double landlocked? Lesotho, Uzbekistan, Liechtenstein. Landlocked countries have no borders on the ocean, and a double landlocked country is one that's surrounded entirely by landlocked countries. There are only 2 countries in the world which claim this title, those being Uzbekistan and Liechtenstein. Lesotho is landlocked within South Africa, but it is not double landlocked. There are 45 landlocked countries in the world, and Africa can claim 16 of them, including Ethiopia, Zimbabwe, and Swaziland. And we have 2 questions remaining and 573 players remaining. Well done to you. We have Sustana 1, Adam 62, Mycock, JT Turner, Arthur 4. Well done for coming this far. Let's see how many of you these final 2 hurdles trip up. Here is the penultimate question. Question 9. Who is the oldest person to win a Best Actress Oscar? Olivia de Havilland, Judi Dench, Jessica Tandy. The actress to win the most Oscars as a leading lady was Katharine Hepburn, who won a grand total of 4 for her roles in On Golden Pond, The Lion in Winter, Morning Glory, and Guess Who's Coming to Dinner. The oldest Best Actress winner ever is Jessica Tandy, who won her Oscar at the age of 80 years old for her starring role in Driving Miss Daisy alongside co-lead Morgan Freeman. And well done, 169 of you getting right. This was a toughie because 237 went with Olivia de Havilland and 158 went with Judi Dench. That was a mind bomb of a question. Anyway, you're 1 tap away from winning today's quiz. Brace yourselves as we reveal question 10. Which of these is tallest? Westminster Abbey, St Paul's Cathedral, York Minster. Once upon a time, these 3 buildings were some of the tallest in England. The tallest church in the world is Ulm Minster in Germany at 530 feet. However, out of these 3, it is St Paul's Cathedral that stands the highest. And for over 250 years, it was the tallest building that London's skyline had to offer. A cathedral has stood in this place for centuries, but over the years it's been destroyed, either by fires or Vikings, and then rebuilt, only to be destroyed again. And well done, that's all 10 completed. And joining us at the finish line, we have a head count of 70 winners today. Congratulations, Alina 0, Robert 0, Coventry, Scrappy 434, Annam, Faster, Raymond 123, and of course to all of you who managed to answer every single one of those correctly. Well done, what a terrific job. That's another Malplus Trivia Live game down, and we only have 2 more to go. We've seen over 35,000 of you registering to play in the last 2 months. There's been a total of just over £40,000 that we've given away, and more than 2,000 of you have finished a game as victors, receiving a cash prize. So thank you all very much for taking the time to check us out and play along. It's been a blast. That rounds things up for today. Let's see if you've got the gusto to go out with a bang and win the rest of the games we're playing this week. We look forward to welcoming you back tomorrow. Enjoy the afternoon, and thank you for playing. Bye-bye.